If you're a big fan of Ajmal's Amberwood, just like me, this is my most favorite perfume till date, guys. Ajmal's Amberwood. And if you love this and if you want something on a budget which smells 90 to 95% similar, then you definitely have to watch this video. What's up, guys? This is Yas. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yas's Fit Fact. Today I'm going to talk about 3 different perfumes from the brand My Perfume Secret. So it comes in a pouch like this. Very simplistic presentation, but looks very gorgeous because they have a very beautiful bottle which looks very elegant, very thick glass. Look at the base, guys. This is 50 ml Extrait de Parfum concentration, and I've recently done 2 of their beautiful creation. If you remember, one of them was Mojave Ghost, which is Byredo inspired, very beautiful blend of chiku and guava. Okay, something that you can use in the summer. Another one was God of Fire, which is a very beautiful mango accord based fragrance, which is also an inspired version of a niche brand. It was also beautifully done, and after it was left in my shelf, it got much macerated and it lasts like 3 to 4 days on my clothes, guys. I'm not kidding you. I'm talking about this. After 2 to 3 months of maceration, it started giving me 2 to 3 days, sometimes even 4th and 5th day on my clothes. It is that sort of a beast mode. Okay, it lasts really good time and it smells gorgeous. You can use it in the summers. You can use it for party occasions as well. Beautiful mango accord with a vanilla and some woody touch. Now today I'm going to talk about 3 different blends from their own brand, My Perfume Secret, and this time it's inspired version of my most favorite perfume from Ajmal, which is Amberwood, and this is about 95% similar in the air. Okay, in the air. Now when you dig your nose, you still get about 85% similar to this. The matching part is around still 95%. The only difference is in the quality, and that difference is only a difference of 15%, which I would say the quality is also about 85% similar. The scent profile is about 95% similar, guys. There is nothing that you can differentiate when you smell it up in the air. At least from this distance, there is no difference. I could not make any difference from this distance when I tried it side by side. I am not making this up because it is done absolutely beautiful in the air from this distance. No difference at all. To be on the safer side, I'm calling this as 95% similar because this is a beautiful amber and woody blend. Now, it starts off with a very nice crisp apple along with some nice soft woody accord, and then comes that amber. The amber here is not as heavy as this one, not as deep as this one, but still it gives the same feel what you get in that. It's more on the fresher side of amber. There is ambroxan as well to give that airy feel, and in the late dry down you get that nice cedarwood and that typical amber that you get in Ajmal. Very beautifully done, guys. It performs also great. It's airy, it performs and projects in the first 2.5 hours, and it easily lasted about 8 to 9 hours. Now, like I said, this only costs around 1,590 for this price. If you compare this, now let's say this is around 100 ml, this would cost around 3,200. This is priced at 12,500 at MRP. Okay, when there are discounters, you can get it for 7,500 to 8,000. This is at 3,000. Okay, it's less than 100%. Okay, you can get 2.5 bottles of this one of 100 ml if you try to get this one. Okay, and like I said, the quality difference is only about 15%, 1.5. Okay, if you're on a budget, you love Ajmal's Amberwood, this is the best that I can suggest till date. Okay, I haven't seen anything that is as good as this one, as close as this one, even when it comes to performance. Okay, so like I said, 8 to 9 hours of lasting and 2 hours of projection. Absolutely gorgeous. In the air, no difference at all. 95% to 100% similar. Okay, just to be on the safer side, I'm calling this as 95% similar in the air, even at this distance. So if you love Ajmal's Amberwood like me, you definitely have to check that one out. At number 2 is Hibiscus Mahajad, which is an inspired version of Maison Crivelli. This is a beautiful unisex fragrance. My wife already uses another perfume brand's Hibiscus. That's why I don't want to personally use this on myself because I relate this fragrance to her. So I'm not saying this is a typical women's fragrance, but obviously there are florals in it. You get that hibiscus accord along with some hints of rose, and then there is cinnamon and musk. But it's a beautiful fragrance, not something that you would have commonly smelt. It has a beautiful floral accord along with some cinnamon and some musk. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. Goes all around the year. That's the best part. You can use it in the summers, you can use it in the early winters as well. Now coming to the performance is also great. 2 to 3 hours of projection and easily 9 to 10 hours of lasting. Men can pull this off easily because this is a complete unisex fragrance if you're okay with floral blends. The florals here are not too feminine, not too sweet. It easily goes on a man as well. So like I said, if you're somebody who loves floral fragrance on yourself, a man can also pull this off easily, guys, because this is not that typical feminine sort of floral fragrance. Now coming to the third one, this is very interesting, and this is their own blend. They've named it as Started to Love Oud, and the name is absolutely on target because this is for those who want to start their love for oud. It opens up with a nice, not really bergamot, but there are hints of bergamot, and then there is patchouli, there is a skanky sort of animalic oud, okay, which is obviously artificial, but just to give you that feel of real oud. Okay, now that artificial skankiness is not something that I personally enjoy, but if you do not love real oud, this is how you actually have to start, because if you start wearing this, you will understand how the real skanky oud is. So this skankiness that I've smelled in this one does not last for too long, which is a good side of it. So for the first 30 minutes you get that skanky feel. After 1 hour, that skankiness is all gone. And after 1.5 to 2 hours, you get that typical Ajmal's cedarwood, amber and musk along with some sandalwood. Okay, that is the best part. I love this fragrance after 2 hours because it gives me a lot of those reminders of Ajmal's typical cedarwood base note along with musk, sandalwood and amber. So that is where I love this the most, not the opening, because it has that artificially created skanky oud, which I'm not a big fan of because I love real oud. So this, like the name says, is for those who want to start themselves into oud fragrance, but it is beautifully done, guys. This costs around 1,300 and hibiscus is a little expensive. It costs around 1,999 for a 50 ml again. All these are extrait de parfum concentration. This is a bit expensive, but it is worth that price. This is an inspired version of a niche brand which is expensive. This is their own blend, but I would definitely say that the base note after 1.5 to 2 hours is very, very close to Ajmal's cedarwood, amber, musk and sandalwood. That sort of DNA, very close to that. Okay, 90 to 95% similar to Ajmal DNA. Now, both of these were great at lasting. They gave me 3 hours of projection and 12 plus hours of lasting. Now, if you're looking for a great performing budget fragrance, this is definitely a must try. Fan of Ajmal's Amberwood, like I said, this is the best that I've tried till date. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in case you've tried this. Comment down in the comment section. See you next time soon. Keep sharing the videos. Cheers.